Hello, hello. Welcome. I'm Doug. Hello. If you're new here, welcome to my little basement. Where today I'm going to try and make some trays. I think I'm a giver. Just naturally like giving gifts. It's weird. It's nothing better than giving somebody some garbage that they can throw out on their way home. But I'm trying to make trays like serving tray, rolling tray type trays, personalized in some cases. And some different approaches, a couple epoxy resin attempts of different types, some wooden attempts, maybe route out a nice smooth bowl-like thingy. I'm going to try and do that using a drill press, my drill press also. But long story short, I'm trying to make like little tray-like items. Let me get a tripod here. I love the epoxy resin. I love it, but I just can't. I haven't mastered it. Everything I've made's come out a little wonky somehow or another. For some reason, the top of this one came out smoother than, or the bottom came out smoother than the top, which is a bummer. But it's not that strong. It's weird. It takes a while to cure. I mean, it's strong, but it's like, it's not fully cured maybe. I use the heat gun to try and get all the air bubbles out, but there's still all kinds of crap in there. I just can't seem to master it. I've had one thing so far that came out real good, maybe two, that there was zero air bubbles or pockets or defects in it, and it's just like a piece of glass. It's so smooth. And I'm going to try that approach a few more times. And what I was doing with that, I'll show you. My technique for doing that was pretty interesting. I don't know if it's unique or not. I think it is. I don't know if anybody else doing it this way. Where I use caulk. I'll caulk a dam, so to speak, around my workpiece to keep, the epoxy resin in there. Here's a good example of it right here, actually. Where I just dammed in, or just, caulked, and when I'm done, I'll just saw that crap off, and it'll look just like perfect that way. But before I do that, I'm gonna try something different again and try and make a higher dam and put a second one on there. Not maybe on this one, but some of these other ones. And maybe I will try it on this one. This one actually came out so good. I mean, it may not. It did definitely affect the color of the paint. It's oil-based paint, and it totally affected it big time. That's for sure. It changed the color of the paint massively. But anyways, some of these I just kind of poured it on without a barrier. Oh my goodness. They shouldn't be stuck together. I just set them together 2 seconds ago. And didn't do much else, but they came out a little lousy because of high spots and low spots. It just naturally runs off of the high spots, and pools up in the low spots, and without something to hold it in, like a little barrier. So I may still do that. I'm not sure. I haven't quite mastered it without using a barrier. It is still, actually, one of them is still not quite all the way cured yet. It is a little bit chilly down here, so things don't cure super fast. It likes the heat to cure. It wants the warmth. The warmer, the faster. So, let's see how this one came out. If it's perfect, I won't do it. If there's some defects in it, we'll do a second run. I actually think it may be good. There's no air bubbles or nothing. There's one piece of lint or a bug or something landed in there. It's the most microscopic little fucking bug, probably a flea, right? Is it in there? It is. It's in there forever. Okay. I can't tell if it's a fuzzball or an actual insect, but he's a part of this now. Sorry, buddy. So I'll end up taking this to the saw, cutting it off around all the caulking. Both of these. Caulking. It's hard to say. Caulk. I love caulking everything. So I actually am going to put some caulk on this one. so I can get a decent amount of epoxy on it. See if I'm still recording. I believe so. Cock away. Cock like the wind, young man. Right to the edge, nice and high. It's not the cheapest hobby. The epoxy itself, fairly expensive. Top of the line stuff's $100 a gallon. Junky stuff $60, $70 a gallon. Caulk isn't cheap, $10 a tube. Get the cheapest crap I can because it's not being utilized like it's supposed to be. It's just getting used and tossed out immediately. Whoopsie, got a little shaky on that one. Oh, I'm all over the place right now. Holy smokes. Easy killer. Easy killer. Alright. Maybe yes, what that's it. Wireless mic didn't work. I made a whole video and the wireless mic wasn't working. Back to the wired mic. So, yep, we'll let that cure for a day. Well, probably about 5 hours. Inside. Okay. So, next. Mold release spray. It's probably just Pam. Non-flavored Pam. Yeah, go kind of heavy. Maybe a little too heavy. You don't want it to bubble up, you know, and I gotta watch it. Okay, so I go through a lot of this. It's 3 gallons in 2 days now. Does not go very far. Does not go very far at all. Surprisingly not at all. What else? This one I may be able to get away without. Not sure. That's pretty bad, you know. I'm gonna caulk this one too. There's a lot of caulk. Stinky caulk's so caustic smelling. It's a very nasty smell. 1-to-1. I like to mix up 2 batches. You're supposed to do in separate cups. I never do. I do them in 1 cup. It's just 1-to-1. I just don't like filling them because it's too hard to mix them real good if you fill them all the way. And I also like labeling the caps so you don't get the caps mixed up, and it will be a real pain in the butt to get off if you get them mixed up. So it's labeled one so I know which is which. And since this one's already black, I'll just probably I don't know what that is. Yeah, you want to get the caps mixed up. Stuff is crazy. You definitely have to be kind of careful with it. I'm gonna stop mumbling. So it's just 1-to-1. These are graduated, luckily, so it makes it very easy to measure up. Just went a little bit over 2. A little bit over 4. In the future, I'll do this one first. The thicker one. Bloop. Alright. So, there's a million types of mixers available now. A lot of handheld blender types. And what else? Scientific beaker looking ones. You don't want to go too fast and get air bubbles in it. Whoopsie. That's set to number 1, so it's not going to go real fast. Get the sides. It look good. They say you should mix it for 3 straight minutes. Let's see what this says. Ish. Still cold. Gotta have a cold a little bit. Certainly not no 3 minutes. I got a heat gun to get them out. There's tumblers now that mix it by tumbling it. That's pretty interesting. All kinds of mixers, handheld blender types. I just took a spade bit for drilling holes, saw holes in wood and dulled it real dull. Works like a champ. Alright, you do have to be careful with everything. Let's see, I want to try and get a leaf. But these didn't come out all that good. That was going to take so much. that sit a minute, mix up another, keep it going. Take a lot. Hope I'm in frame right now. Probably never am, but you never know. Okay, better get to mixing up another. Careful with it. Any drips or rags that have it on there, wherever they land, you gotta be careful with this stuff. It is wicked powerful, strong. It's like an adhesive. It's what it used to actually be. You know, if you, back in the day, you go to the aisle of glue, and you'd have that old syringe with the two parts, and when you'd mix it, it would turn into a glue. It's basically the same exact stuff. Stuff is too expensive. You know, to experiment with and play with, it's just too expensive. to measure. Idiot. Stupid. It's gonna take an hour to settle. I'm gonna need my phone anyway. Let's try that again. Less retarded, like. I don't ever remember it being so thick. You're gonna want to float around. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a bit of a handful. Where are we at? 1.5. There's one. 35, 40 bucks worth of epoxy. Next. I shouldn't have put too much. So this one's gonna be tougher to mix. I put too much in it. I'm dripping the shit everywhere. Way too fast. You should never mix it that fast. I'm just an idiot. I don't think I like this brand. See how the performance is, I guess. 2, 4. I hate wired mics. I hate wired mics. Still recording? Probably not. Another one with some color in it. God, I don't like this one. I have to put some gloves on. It's getting messy. This stuff's hard to clean. Oh, this goddamn mic. little cats and dogs. Necklace charms or maybe jewelry charms.